Raila Odinga and William Ruto are currently in China in what can be interpreted to mean the strengthening of a working relationship between the two leaders. About 1 hour ago, as I speak, William Ruto, taking to his social media accounts, shared out this post. William Samoei Ruto arrived in Beijing for the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation Summit. The meeting presents an opportunity for Africa to renew and strengthen its partnership with China. Over the years, China has proven to be a true development partner, significantly revamping our infrastructure. We look forward to leveraging these ties to accelerate our transformation. After which William Ruto has shared out those posts. And from those posts, I'm seeing Raila Odinga at the background. I want us to dig deep into all this, in which I'm going to explain why personally I believe William Ruto and Raila Odinga should bite the bullet now and fully support one another. Failure to which they will most definitely be hanged separately. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Let me start by saying this. If you look at the prevailing political situation in the country, it's a fact. Raila Odinga is heavily receiving some missiles from Kenyans by just embracing Ruto. So Kenyans are really channeling their arsenals on Raila Odinga for embracing William Samoei Ruto. That's a fact. And right now, Raila Odinga is contesting for the AUC. And we all know that it's the presidents or their designated representatives who will vote next year. And it's a fact that looking at what is currently happening across Africa with the countries that have endorsed Raila Odinga, Raila has a clear head start and he'll most definitely win that election. I'm not trying to beat about the bush here. I'm just saying the truth as it is. Unless a miracle happens, Raila will win that election, because in that election, there will be no rigging. It's the presidents of African Union who will vote, all their appointed representatives. And we know that African Union, they don't care much what the people on the ground are saying. So whether Kenyans are complaining or whether Ugandans or whichever people are complaining, that does not matter. The leaders will still just endorse somebody they think will actually protect their interests as AU leaders. So Raila winning that seat, in my honest opinion, is a done deal. Anybody arguing to the contrary is just a common hater. Look at William Samoei Ruto. It's a fact William Ruto is still getting things wrong, even after the Gen Z protests, even after incorporating ODM leaders in his government. He's still doing things the wrong way. We are still seeing him going around the country campaigning for 2027. And those are things clearly annoying Kenyans. Ruto is still giving the usual empty promises. These are things angering Kenyans. And to make it even worse, William Ruto is still trying to hold on to the mountain as he woos the areas that have been against him. That's something that is not working for him. It's either William Ruto to make a decision to work with Raila Odinga fully or to work with the mountain fully. Trying to work with these two areas at the same time is trying to complicate issues for him. Look at the mountain. A good number of Rigathi Gachagua supporters on the ground are not happy seeing ODM in Kenya Kwanza government. And that's a fact. And even Rigathi Gachagua himself is not happy. It's only that in public, he's pretending to be happy. But inwardly, I know he's a very disappointed man that the person he really attacked is now part of the government he serves. Rigathi is not happy, and some of his supporters are not happy. On the part of Raila Odinga supporters, some are also not happy that Raila is telling them to support William Ruto, while William Ruto is still entertaining Rigathi Gachagua and some leaders from the mountain. So you are finding that some people on the mountain are not happy, and some people in Raila Odinga strongholds are not happy. And if you add it to those Kenyans supporting other leaders who are also against Ruto, then you are seeing where the hate is coming from. A sizable number of Kenyans are now united against Ruto and Raila Odinga. To change that, William Ruto has to make a decision. If he wants to work with Raila Odinga, or if he wants to continue working with the mountain. But I would rather advise William Ruto to work with these areas that never supported him. Because for the mountain has now been pushed to a corner that I don't think they can make a blunder of going it alone. Because if they decide to go it alone, then it will mean what was witnessed in 2007 can just repeat itself. They can easily be isolated. So Ruto has to make that hard decision. If he continues entertaining both sides, that's clearly working against him. And that's why, looking on how Kenyans are responding online, there is a serious hate against Raila Odinga and against Ruto. Ruto has to make a decision. We want to see a government representing the face of Kenya. The way the government is still constituted, it's still a two-tribe affair. The mountain and the Kalenjin Rift Valley. William Ruto has no option but to reorganize his government. Let Kenyans see some serious moves coming from his part. If he does that, he will eventually turn the tides against his haters. But if he moves on as if things are normal, then he might realize when it's very late that the whole country is against him. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. And as I conclude, William Ruto going to China with Raila Odinga can also be a way William Ruto is just trying to campaign for Raila Odinga among these superpowers. Because from some quarters, we are getting that there are also some countries being controlled by these superpowers, China, Russia, or even the West. So this is just a way Ruto is trying to campaign for Raila Odinga among the superpowers. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.
Vile nimeshona suti mpya, hii ni kazi ya opposition. Ya pili, Mheshimiwa Rais, nimeona umetembea leo na naibu yako. Na nimeona sasa mumetembea kwa hewa. Unajua Kenya is a very interesting place. Saa hii tuko katika kipindi ya kupenda milima. Na umeona hapa iko milima mingi sana. Nataka kudonate milima 3 kwa Deputy President apende. Ili awe akirudi hapa pia aishi na sisi kwa hizi milima. Iko milima hapa ya Gwasi Hill, Migori iko Nyasare. Hizo sasa tuunganishe hizo mamilima ili sisi yote tuishi kwa milima. Mtu asiishi ndani ya maji tena. Hiyo nimemaliza namna hiyo. Si ni kweli hiyo?